spit up and all that stuff, and cats, whatever. It's like whatever, let someone else deal with that. It's a good life. And enjoy.
Thank you, very much so.
You're welcome. Thank you.
Oh God, I hope I don't say this wrong. Nila?
Hi.
Hi.
I have to say, I have to confess that I don't believe in any of these things. I'm an economist, so I believe in charts and numbers. I don't believe in ghosts.
Okay.
But hopefully it will work. So, my question is, I have been in conflict with myself since I was 11, when my father died.
Yeah.
And I'm upset with him and with my mom. And I haven't been able to forgive either of them for the past 11 years, even though I pretend that I have. If you could, if it's possible, can I connect with him?
Your mom is here. He's there.
Yes.
And you are not forgiving your mom. Why, may I ask? Or it's not related to his passing?
It is.
Oh, it is. Okay.
And I cannot forgive either of them.
Do you not forgive him for leaving?
No.
Would you like to know why he left?
Yes.
Did he have a temper? Was he gruff?
No.
I'm going to go and find out because I get belligerent. So I want to know what's up with him.
Yeah.
Oh, he's upset with you. That's what that is. Okay. He's belligerent because he's angry. Oh, he holds you all the time. He studies charts when you study charts, by the way. Did his heart give out? Was there a heart problem with this man?
Yes.
So, there were a few lifetimes where he had difficulties and he saved himself. There were a lot of wrecks, we'll call them wrecks, situations that just imploded, and he tried to save himself. He comes into this lifetime with a burden. He felt like he was a wreck. As if he wrecked things. He was involved in wrecks, things that didn't work out very well, and he blames himself. This was self-imposed. And a heart, we have energy centers called chakras. Have you heard of chakras? So I go by the paradigm where there are 7 chakras. And there's a heart chakra right in the center of your chest. Those rose quartz that are back there, by the way, assist in healing the heart chakra. Has to do with love of self and love to others. And so he had a lot of burden in his heart. He felt he wrecked things and he was a wreck. And his heart could only handle so much. And I hear the ticking, like tick, 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 like a time bomb. And it's a tick, tick, there's my ear ringing, which was true. And it feels like he could only do it for so long, and he hasn't made amends with himself. Over there, they talk to him, and the guides, the angels, the wise ones over there, they assist him. He's slowly starting to get with it. Right now, he's still not there. There is so much burden in his heart. He wishes that you would forgive him. He had his own damage. That was his damage. This has nothing to do with you. What I'd like to do is to go in and see about before you came into this lifetime, if you knew that he had this going on and why you chose to come in. Because he hurt you. Because there was another lifetime where he wrecked things and you were part of it. You wanted him to forgive you. You felt that you had somehow been part of that wreck. There's this thing going on with this lifetime. There's a blame fest going on back and forth. So it comes into this one, and now that he's gone, you're still doing it. And mind you, they don't blame, by the way, so if I sound like I'm chastising, it's all out of love. This is just, they're talking real hard. is that you're actually doing here what you did there with him. You're repeating the same thing. It's shenanigans. So when you're ready to forgive him for the other lifetime, which if you want to, we could do it, but you might not believe it, because this could be fake. And that's okay, I used to be just like you. I was right there, and I very much honor you. If you want to do it for kicks, we could do it, where you could forgive him, yourself and him, for that lifetime. You want to do it here, you can. That's okay, you won't. Okay, fine. So if you want to do it over there, you could at least free yourself up, because it's karma, because it's bleeding through into this lifetime and making it difficult for you to free yourself and him. You're tied to him with unforgiveness, which is a negative energy cord. You brought your mom into it, and you've got 2 negative energy cords called unforgiveness, which saddles you. If you don't forgive someone or yourself, and then you pass, you go home and you have karma. And then you have to do a do-over. In another lifetime, you have to come back with that soul and come up with a new movie and play it out again to try and work it out. I don't know whether you want to do that. So I always suggest that people write a list of all the people that they have unforgiveness towards, and they just, you say inside, I forgive myself, I forgive you. And they don't have to be alive, and they don't have to be in person. You just do it, and you'll feel better. You lighten yourself up, and it's a life changer.
I have tried it, but I haven't been able to.
Shall I help?
Yes.
Because I can. Let's do, and you can, if you want to do this lifetime, you can. I don't force anyone to do anything.
I would like to.
Okay, so let's do this. We're going to take there are 10. There are 10 significant lifetimes of back and forth with him, and 10 more that aren't as significant. We've got 20 lifetimes of karma with the soul that's called your dad. What is his name?
Basir.
Basir?
Yes.
We've got that. Across all time and space, forwards and backwards, across all generations, and you say inside, I forgive myself. You're doing it. Wow, you're so done. You just did that. Oh my God, is that good? Oh my God. Oh, forgive him. You're a doll. Ask for his forgiveness. Please forgive me because I had unforgiveness towards you. He's on his knees, he's in prayer right now. He's blessing you. Holy water, blessings. Thank God for these life lessons. Watch that happen. Your heart is going to grow now. Tremendous healing. Your heart is going to fill up. Your heart's going, it's like it's been full of rocks and pain, and it's going to shift. You're going to feel better. Were you walking strange? Were you doing some type of a strange walk?
No.
No? So it could be energy, so you're going to be walking better. You were off. Your energy was off. You were just, there was something, I get lower back or something, just like some type of a strange gait that you were doing. Your energy was off because of the anger. You want to do mom? You want to find out why with mom?
Yes.
And I don't need to know what went on with her and her mother. They know. So as long as I'm the pure tube, the channel, that's all that counts. I just get the info. She was the cheering section. She enjoyed watching the 2 of you do Rock'em Sock'em Robots. I'm dating myself. It was a game. You have to look that up and friggin', I don't know, Google Rock'em Sock'em Robots. It's old. It's like from the 60s or 70s anyway. So she was aiding and abetting. She was egging. There was an egging going on of the 2 of you doing it with each other, battling. So she was a negative influence in that. So there's karma all around. And we do this. We play parts. We love each other on the other side. Sometimes not as much as others, just the way we are here. We might want to be with someone more than others. That's fine. We have our own preferences. But on the other side, there's this respect-love thing. So we know over there how we feel about one another, and then before we come into an incarnation, we go, I want you to be my mother, I want you to be my father, and we're going to do this, and we've got to try and work this out now, because we've got karma. And she was the egger on her. So that's what this is about, that's the energy, and it's negative. There are about 30 lifetimes with you with her with karma. There are 5 that are very significant. This is one of them. So there are 4 others that are really nasty. And then we've got the other 25 that aren't as significant. So we can take this lifetime and the 29 others. We ball them all up across all time and space. You're so happy. Your spirit is flying. It's so relieved because you were so done. And you say inside, I forgive myself. Oh yeah. She's tough. She's tough. Forgive her. Yep. Ask for her forgiveness. She's begging for forgiveness. Wow, she has shame. Thank God for these life lessons. So, this is a clearing that you just did. You just released negative energies, the karma. I don't want to say negative energies, that's a little different concept. That the negative cords. Between now and when you go to sleep, sip water. That'll help flush energies through this physical body. Your toes might tingle. Angels are going to assist, you don't have to believe. Watch things change.
Thank you.
You might end, oh, they're not finished with you. They love skeptics. They worked hard on me, I gotta tell you. Things might happen in your life that are undeniable, that are miraculous, and that are metaphysical, that are surreal, and you might not be able to explain it by science. And they might just be wanting you to relax into something that might be freeing for you, where you know that there's more and that you're being held by love and that you're not alone. You're a soldier, they say you're a soldier, and you've done this a lot. You've come in really hard like a tank. And that when you kind of soften up to the world, listen to music, smell flowers, sit in the sand, you're going to watch things change, and I see you softening, and there might be pretty cool spiritual things that happen to you that you would not have ever expected to happen. And if it doesn't happen, it's okay, but if you open your eyes, with they say it's like with the second set of eyes, you might be very surprised. And good luck.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Hannah and I went to college here together.
Oh, that's great.
Yes. Just down at your age,
Hi.
Hi, so I'm trying to think of a question.
I do general readings too, which is what is spirit, God, source, creator, whatever, what do they have to say?
Or just am I on the right path?
Okay. Do you take shortcuts?
Semi.
So rather than kind of like, so here you are and here's your end goal, but you're trying to like do a shortcut sometimes. They want you to kind of plow through some of the discomfort, you'll learn more. Is it impatience or is it avoidance or is it just wanting it yesterday?
I'm trying to think of what aspect of my life you're putting that towards.
Goals, goal setting. There's something that you want to do, there's something that you see, and you're trying to find a way around the discomfort or some of the work that has to be done in order to get to that place, to get from A to B. You don't want the in-between so much. It's not all the time.
My eldest has Asperger's,
Mm-hmm.
so I'm always trying to get
Uh-huh.
stuff like that sorted out. Is I'm trying to get things involved for him. But I do a lot of art, and I don't know, it's just,
I'm going in. Going in means I go back in.
I'm always everywhere. Like,
Have you felt your pain? The emotions?
yes. Yes.
Be aware if you avoid. Be aware if you're trying to go over something where there's the work that has to be done in between, where you might not want to feel something. Could be a conflict avoidance. I don't know if you're trying possibly to avoid dealing with certain things in order to just take care of the business. But I just see you shortcutting, and the shortcutting is not for your highest good. Shall I go in more for clarity, because it seems that it's not jiving, and that happens sometimes. So I could do a reading and the person's just not getting it, and that's fine, because I'm going to keep going until I get it. Are you overwhelmed?
Yes and no.
So it's similar and different. It's that
It's like you take what you get and you deal with it. Like that's
yeah,
what-
it's almost like you're not living. There's something where you're taking care of business, and that you need to live. You need to experience and be with us, and I don't feel like you're getting enough for yourself. There's a lot going out, and I don't feel that there's something that's going in. There's an avoidance, I don't know. And mind you, people can have readings and it clicks later. This could be one of them. Again, I see circumvent, I see going around. Then another thing, this could be another, is are you true to yourself? Are you being truthful to yourself? Are there things that you are saying to yourself that are so, but they might not be? You're convincing and to make it okay.
I just think about it.
It's okay. Again, it's you're here. There could be you're feeling better, and that there's something that you're going around, and probably it's not that, because there's something that you're avoiding in order to get there. I feel like there's pressure on yourself, and there's strain. There's not enough enjoyment. There's not enough time that's taken out.
I'm here tonight.
And
Girls'
it's
night
all-
out.
and it's also a stop and smell the roses. So there's something where it's maybe just a stopping, and it's a being in the middle of something as if you're in the middle of a process, and maybe you're missing things in the middle of a process. Because I'm seeing that this whole area in between A and B is lost. It doesn't have as much meaning, and you'll have more depth in your life as you're going through it, when you are trying to get things accomplished. You'll mull it over. And good luck. You'll mull. Are you friends with her? So maybe you'll either point things, or if you come up with something like, oh, maybe that's what she was, like that happens sometimes. Or in the middle of the night you'll get a download, who knows? Good luck.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Ryan? Ryan O?
Oh, all the way at the end. There we go. So you're Brian?
Yes.
Hi.
Hello.
What can I do?
I just want to know my future, honestly. I have a big mindset in my future. I'm just like hoping that I get to it, but I'm not sure.
Yep. What are you studying?
Biology.
What's your chemistry thing? How are you doing? Did you do it yet?
I'm not doing that well in chemistry right now.
Call upon scholars for help.
Okay.
Is it the thing with the numbers? Are there is it with the numbers? It's the atoms, the numbers,
Yeah.
and they're in your head, but they're not working.
Yeah.
I know it, because I've seen these numbers and they're not. Have you gone for help, tutor?
Yes.
Yeah, keep doing it. It's a numbers thing with you. I don't see it as a learning disability. I see it's the subject, and it's not, so, you know how we have these subjects that make a little more sense than others, and you just have, oh my gosh, that the hard, you know. I was like that way with chem attitude. It was really hard. You're going to get through this, but do you also, you're doing math. You've done math? At least the prereqs, you've done math.
Yeah, in my old school.
Okay, so you've got that.
Yeah.
Have you done physics?
Not yet.
Would you?
I have to, yeah.
Yeah. Did you do microbiology?
No.
Would you?
Yeah.
Do you like petri dishes and labs?
Not that much.
This is what I get. I see you that you study how germs are spread. Microbiology and virology. Please tell me virology is the study of viruses.
Yeah.
Thank you. Just channeling, I don't know. So, is there a professor that you know that's good, is a good lab person? Biology lab professor? Or do all biology professors have lab? They all have lab, right?
Yeah.
But there's one that's really good, and you connect with them. I think it's a he. And you might want to see them and talk with them about lab. Because I see you studying the spreading of germs and assisting people with immunology. Oh my God. I get surprised when I say these words. I don't normally say these words. So you do immunology. You get involved with keeping people healthy. And this chemistry thing, don't let it get to you because it's a numbers thing. Physics, there's a numbers thing too, but it might feel a little better. You might go for help, but who cares? That's why you go to school, because they're mentors and those, you know, you have all the tutors and stuff. You've got to do that. And so you're going to do this, but I see that there's this professor with a lab, and his way is really good. And you start learning, and it's the germs and viruses and immunology, virology, and you could possibly go on and get a master's. I don't know about a PhD, but there's a student thing in you, and you got to learn more. You might need to learn more, maybe to get higher pay. That's why you would get a master's. And don't feel, they don't want you to feel like, don't put yourself down, and don't feel like you're the odd one out, or different, or single yourself out. There's something wrong with me, or I'm different, or any of that stuff, because you're not. I don't know if you're aware of it, but I feel like you're doing something like that, and you're in with the. It's like they're saying. You say to yourself, "I'm in with the rest of. I'm in with the rest of us. We're all in this together." When you start separating yourself out as if you're different, and do a poor me, you get sucked into this negative spiral drain thing, and then you kind of get lost. So bring yourself back up and put yourself in the mix with everyone. You'll feel better and you'll do better. Treat yourself. That was like the treat yourself. Treat yourself. Be good to yourself. Give yourself pats on the back. Yours was more like a physical, like an ice cream thing. Yours is more the verbal stuff that you say good things to yourself, and that'll boost your ego, self-esteem. Keep doing the hard work, and you either do this massive lab technician stuff, or you start writing journal articles, and people start to get to know you. You become a specialist, and I think it's pediatrics. Oh my God.
That's what I want to do, pediatrics.
Hallelujah. Yeah. Yeah. You go. Go heal the world. Heal the kids. Yeah, no sick kids. Yeah. Good. Good luck.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Cool. So
Lauren Depp.
tripping it out.
That was a little exciting when I pictured you.
What is your name?
My name is Lauren.
Holly.
So the question I came here with tonight, is there any information you can give me about meeting my soulmate? And then also, what can you give me on like purpose?
Soulmate life purpose. They come in time, not yet. No, you're not ready. Do you want now?
Not now,
It's going to happen.
because there's someone I've always been curious about. If they were the one, and it's kind of
Not yet. It could be they need to grow. They're not ready.
Okay.
So this is a soul growth thing. You're not ready, they're not ready, but it could happen down the road.
Okay.
You need at least a year of clearing. So there's something about you for the next year. You give yourself a break. You go about your business, you heal. You've gone through stuff. Yeah. Heal. Talk to friends. You were thrown off. You want to take that?
Yeah.
Hang on, I'll wait. No, wait, you keep going.
I got it.
Oh, you got it? Okay, so I'll just start again. You're going to meet your soulmate, not now. You have been through stuff. You nodded and said yes. In about a year, you need to be focusing on yourself. You were thrown off center, and that's what happens. It's an energy thing. We're energy frequencies in a human body. We're spirits housed in a body. So if things happen to us emotionally, we get knocked off our center. You're going to go back to center. It's just happening now. The grounding, you do the grounding too. You're not grounded. You imagine the soles of your feet are like one with the earth, like roots of a tree, going deep into the earth for strength and stability. That will help you just from the moment you put your feet on the floor. And if you want to, you write that down on a cheat sheet and put it right by your night table. And then if you could even memorize it, now I'm at the point where when I put my feet on the floor, all I do is say the word grounding, and it's done. So, with this person, they come. I don't know if it's that person, but you will be with them. You have a soulmate. They are there. You will not be alone. You're holding yourself back. They use the term arrested development. It's not a dis. It's nothing like that. And I'm dating myself. I don't think you guys say dis anymore, so just gotta say that too. Do you guys say dis? No, that's old. So, try and do new things. You're stuck in old, you're stuck in the past, you could be in the past, and you just keep doing that gerbil wheel thing with the past. The past is over, what can you learn from it? Honor it, accept it, send the emotions to the light, and you start from the present. Everything happens in the now, by the way. All of your power, everything, the magic happens now. Now. If you worry about the future, that's also a misnomer too. God laughs when you make plans. Good luck. Expectations are a trip. So in the now is where it all happens. Do you pray?
Not necessarily pray, but I'll talk to my angels sometimes if I feel like I'm struggling.
Yes, do that. Talk to your angels. We all have angels, by the way. We have guardian angels that protect us, and we all have spirit guides. And if people want to ask about that afterwards, just come up and say, what the heck's a spirit guide or what's a guardian angel? And I'll tell you. So you connect with them, they assist you. There's a warm energy and a light that's placed on you for healing. You know the little chicks that they have the little lights on for getting the chick eggs to open up? So there's you're like the chick honey pie, and you've got that yellow light on you, and they're keeping you warm because you've been through stuff. And there's a healing that's going on. So I see over the course of a month, I see a shift. Over the course of a year, this big change, and then you come into something, you become better, new, full, and more alive. Regarding soulmate, they're going through something. It's free will choice. It isn't written, means that it isn't pre-birth planned that the two of you are going to be together. It's free, it's open. It hasn't been written.
Okay.
So it's a matter of if both of you want that to happen and if it's for your highest good.
Okay.
If that person isn't the one, I see two more coming through.
Okay.
So, yeah, and by the way, that's another thing. We got backup, folks. So if one doesn't work out, it's fantastic stuff. We have backup plans. Why be bored? We want backup. It's like, if that one doesn't work out, then bring in bachelor or bachelorette number 2, 5, 10. And I get that, like people, there's a breakup or a divorce or a death or something, and I go, you want to know how many there are? And then they go, really? So you've got, you're set. Purpose? Do you do art?
I am a songwriter.
Yeah. Mhm. Uh-huh. In another life, unless you do this here, do you do sidewalk chalk painting?
Not that I recall.
Would you ever? Could you ever? Do you draw?
I've never.
Okay, so I see you doing magnificent frescoes on I don't know, it's not America. I don't know what country, but you are doing massive paintings on the sidewalks.
Mm-hmm.
So this is your creativeness, this is your right brain, so you have that going. So the songwriting is just, you've got that popping. I see you as a lyricist. Do you play the guitar?
Yes.
Yeah. Mhm. So interesting, and I get you design album covers. Of course, I'm dating myself again because you don't got the LPs, but I see that there's all of this, there's a lot of design. Do you do graphic art?
No.
Boy, oh boy, oh boy. Going back into the songs. I'm not sure whether this is going to be your profession, but that is who you are, and that's very necessary. You must write. And also, have you performed?
Not what I've written, but I have performed other people's works.
Covers?
Yeah.
Yeah. It's a must. You have to be there. Your expression of the love of sound and music, it must come out. And that's who you are. But then there's something else. Do you do something with animals?
I work with animals. That's my
Of course. And also I get horticulture too. Do you like the gardening, and do you like the tending and the nursery and the plants and the flowers and the earth?
When I was younger, I was more into that. Not
Yeah.
as much, no.
No one's going to stop you, right? You can't be held back. You're the rodeo person. You cannot be held. You are on the bull, and you will buck if someone tries to bring you back. Yeah. So that. I see you in an alternative type of a profession. I don't know if this is. Dog walking, dog training, dog sitting, vet, or veterinary assistant, shelter.
My family owns a pet care business. That helps.
This is so cool. Her family owns a pet care business. Okay, so you might be going into the family business. I mean, come on, folks. It's like so right there, and it's like alternative. It's more creative, but I don't see you doing corporate. I don't see you being told what to do, because no one can tell you what to do. You're your own person. You're a free thinker, and you study the arts. But it will be very interesting to see if you put chalk to a sidewalk, what the heck will come out. I'm telling you, that's another thing too. If you ever get a reading and someone says what your forte is and has nothing to do with anything you've ever done, to just try it. You have no idea if your other lifetime piece of you over there bleeds through, and you start doing things and you look and go, are you kidding me? I don't know. I just see, I don't necessarily know if you're going to do it on a sidewalk, okay? But if you just had a really big white, like if it were like a big white piece of paper that's the size of this table, and you just got, I see chalk or pastels. I guess it would lend itself more with pastels. Chalk is sidewalk. And you just opened yourself up to channel, and you just ask for assistance, or you talk to your piece of you in that other lifetime. I'm not sure, I think it's Asia, that it feels like it's Asia, and you just call upon her, and then you just see what happens. You might go in, I don't think you're going to go in another direction, but I think that you're going to add something to the beauty of who you are, and you're going to surprise yourself. And if you do that, You might start taking risks, which I don't think you're necessarily doing.
Okay.
And good luck.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Just say it. Sorry. Chloe. Chloe.
Hi.
And you're Chloe?
Yeah.
Hi.
I lost track of the tissues. We're gonna need tissues.
Right here, Carmen.
The traveling fox.
Sorry, Chloe.
Hi.
I'm just wondering what I'll be when I grow up or in the future.
What is your music connection?
I'm sorry?
What is your music connection? Do you listen? Are you an aficionado?
I'm not really like,
So you're not doing music?
no,
Do you have hearing issues?
no.
Can I go in? Okay, so I know what she asked. She wants to know what she grew up, but did you see how immediately I get sideswiped into something else about music and hearing? And they want me to do a healing on you. So it's important, it seems, for you to have music come in. And there's something that went on with your ears in some lifetime. So all of you bio majors, watch this, because I don't have an otoscope. So there's some type of debris. It's like a film. So what is the nodding? What does that mean? Is it waxy or do you feel it? No, you just think it's cool. Is that what?
Yeah.
You're just nodding because it's cool? Oh, okay. So there's an eardrum perforation. It's your left one. Someone said, now this is metaphor, someone said something in another lifetime was very harsh. It was a biting comment. And that it like busted the drum, but it wasn't literal, it's emotional. And as a result, you had hearing loss in your left ear. The right one just went along with it and you went deaf. So as a result of someone's criticizing you, and it was, you were a soldier in a war, you were doing your duty, and another one came along and completely belittled you to the point of decimation of character. So it was a shout, and it rang through your heart. Went here, but it messed with your head and your ideas about life. It upset your heart, a lot of suffering. There's guilt that you have, and I see, do you sometimes get laryngitis or hoarseness?
Yes.
Yeah, that's because it's a choked up feeling of wanting to cry, holding it in, because the man, as the soldier, a man, you had to act strong and, stone-faced, you couldn't cry. So there's a belted cry that wants to come out of there that's been stuck for a very long time. Can we get rid of karma? Okay, so we're going to take that lifetime, so it's not just the ear, it's like a lot. It's just like a lot of different symptoms of what you go through, and that'll just poof it away, and I don't claim to cure. See a doctor. I think it'll help very much. So we take that lifetime, let's take all the lifetimes across all time and space, forwards and backwards across all generations, where there are blocks to this soul, humiliation, degradation, and almost like a removal of spirit where you just absolutely bottomed out. And anything that would cause no music to come in. And you say inside, I forgive myself. Yeah, you like that one. So now I hear Beethoven. Doesn't mean she's going to start listening to classical music, folks. I'm not going to have you go where you don't necessarily want to go. But I hear Beethoven right now. So that could have been around the time when Beethoven was big, when that happened. I don't know. Or there's another part, maybe your soul in that lifetime wished that it had been listening to Beethoven. Now it went right in. Forgive everyone and everything. Oh, God. Ask for everyone's forgiveness. Yeah, you're good. You're skipping around. Thank God for these life lessons. They're about 100. So there are about 100 lifetimes of piercing, of just going right through you. And the music turned off. So American Pie, folks, that song, The Day the Music Died, that was the day when you got that shout in the ear. It's gone. I believe you're going to start listening to chords, you're going to start listening to melodies and start slow. Things are going to pick up. It's the beat. It could just be the backbeat. It might be bass or percussion. You start with that along with the melody. Those are the two things. I get the melody and the backbeat. And there's just something that's going to come in, and that's all you're going to need. It doesn't mean you even have to search for it. I think enough of you play music in your rooms, right? There's enough music that's traveling all around. So you're going to hear it, or someone's going to be playing it in their room, or you're going to want to turn up the volume because there's something going on, and that's going to start things. So you want to know where you're going to be when you grow up?
Yeah, I'd like to.
Yeah. And sip water between now and you go to sleep, because that was a healing that'll flush a lot of the negative energies through the body. What's your designing thing?
I like collaging.
Collaging. Did you do anything with textiles? Do you like fabric?
Yes.
And do you like clothing?
Yeah.
So there's something with fabric design and textiles. Do you do computer work with this? Is this CAD, computer-aided design?
No, I'm really bad with computers, but my mom always thought I was going to be a textile designer. I don't think I'm not good at that.
Do you draw?
A little bit.
Yeah. Do you let your imagination flow?
Mhm.
Yeah. She thought that you were going to be a textile designer. Does she own a textile designing company? No, it's not in the family. So there are two things here. One thing is you could be, are you a communications major?
Yeah.
I know. I know. I can't. Oh my God. So there was this whole telecom thing, and then that was like busted out. There was that, I forgot what happened. There was something in the 90s or something, or 2000s, there was some telecom bust. So I don't know if this is telecommunications, but I see you managing people. You get it. You could be working in a company, but then there's a part of you that's the creative, the right brain. And I see you putting pen to paper, pencil to paper, pastel, charcoal, and I see you designing. You could be designing furniture, you could be designing clothing. I see textiles, and I see you liking fabric in your hands. So if you're not designing it, you could end up possibly getting involved in a fabric company, a clothing company, retail industry, where you're doing something within that company with either media or communications, but you're enjoying at least that's the industry, that you're in retail and you're in with clothing and fashion and design. So those are your highlights. So if I ever do a reading and if I give you a lot, doesn't mean you have to explore everything. You also have a path and you're going to be guided. Go with what feels good. And also if you go in one direction that doesn't work out, it isn't a fail. It just means that you explored it. This is a playground. This is Earth. We're here to play and learn and grow. Nothing's a fail. They just want you to ask yourself, what did I learn? So enjoy the journey. They gave you all these different things, and you're going to hit it. That is for sure. And good luck.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Oh, Siobhan. Hello.
Hi.
Hi.
I was wondering, man, I've been thinking about this the whole time and now I can't think of it.
Okay.
I have a lot of conflict with myself that started very young, and I was wondering if you knew why and how to get rid of it.
Okay. I don't think this is so, but I'll ask, because I always have to ask, are you an orphan?
No, but I was adopted.
Okay, there's another lifetime where you were orphaned. You come into this lifetime with a similar story, and you have not worked through the orphan lifetime. You blame a lot of people. Now, mind you, when I say that, they're not going like this. They're just talking. There's none of this. They don't do this stuff. It's all coming from a place of love. It's karma. Let's get rid of that. Because if we can clear you up over there, we poof you over here, and then you're going to feel better. You say inside, I forgive myself. You're so happy. Oh, thank God. Forgive him. We'll just go through her, everyone, and everything, but it was mostly a him. Forgive me. Ask for everyone's forgiveness. Thank God for this life lesson. You wanted to try and do it again in this lifetime by being adopted. You wanted to see, similar but different. You hadn't worked it through over there, so it's a similar story or movie. It's like, maybe I could get it right if I do it that way. It's kind of that unwanted feeling that I have, that abandonment issue that I have, and I'm really sick and tired of all of these people. That's the anger. So if I do it again, maybe I could get it right, and maybe I could feel better. So you did it. You came in. I feel like your life is okay. It feels like it. You want more, though? Does it feel? Yeah, you want more. Like that's not rocket science. A lot of us want more, so that's not like the brilliant channel. But you definitely would rather have it be something better. You really, this is like, I want to say like Mets or mediocre. It's like, whatever. So it's going to improve. Watch it happen. You get in your own way. You say things to yourself that you don't have to say. You would do very well with self-help books, self-help seminars, self-help, all those peppy, love yourself books. You would do very well with them. And I could give you a list of all those yummy things. And you could just go on, you just Amazon them, but if you want any, there are some really good ones. And I feel like you're taking things and you're jumping into them like you're eating them whole. We do this often. You try and figure something out. You try to take the whole thing and deal with it at this. You need to break it down into manageable parts. Break things down. Simplify it. You're taking on too much, and you don't have to. There's no need. You're ravenous for information. You love it here, and you want to know everything. Yeah, you want to know it. Well, you're a curious soul, so watch. This place, this earth has piqued your curiosity, and you want to know more. So ask questions. Rely on the people who you trust, and there are certain people in your life I don't feel comfortable that you're around. I don't know who they are, but there are some people that are not great influences, or they're not rooting for you. You have a high tolerance level. I don't know if this is family or friend, but you don't have to put up with this. You have to take care of yourself. Maintain your integrity. Do you know about Archangel Michael? Some people say Saint Michael. Michael is an archangel. He's close to the Godhead. And he has a sword and a shield. And so the sword is the might and the shield is the protection. Call upon him. He'll give you the strength that you need. You've got the protection. It's just when you call upon it, all of you can do this. This isn't just like that. He's there for us all. You'll have more oomph, more strength. You'll be better able to deal with things when you call upon him. You might feel a change. You might actually get that you'll feel the air pressure change. When you call upon him, all of a sudden you're like, whoa, and then you'll know that he's there. Do you find dimes?
Yeah.
Is there someone who passed who you miss and that you know that they're giving you dimes?
Somebody that passed, I do miss a lot, but I didn't know they were doing it again.
That's they. They're showing, so if you ever get dimes, these are dimes from heaven. They're here. They're right there. It's like, hey, hi, love ya, love ya, love ya. That's what happens. I have a friend, and she lost her husband on their honeymoon. And she's gotten over 1,000 dimes. And she's got that all documented. It's just this wild story. Wild, wild, wild story. Drowned on their honeymoon in Hawaii. And God bless her and her fortitude. She's a wonderful person. And the dimes. So you're being told that you're loved. And
Thank you.
You're welcome. And just before you choose the next, just want to say, if people want to sign up to be on my newsletter, I say when I'm doing radio and other events, and I sing and I write. So I have some clipboards here, I have one there. Just print well, because I don't want to lose you. And I have my business cards there, I have them here. And just want to say.
Talia? Talia. That's me.
Hi, what can I do?
Hi. Sorry. I don't have anything really specific to ask, but just tell me something
General?
that I don't know. Yeah.
Okay. Is there someone that you're trying to get through to and they're not waking